As tensions escalate near Ukraine, the Biden administration decided to deploy 3,000 additional troops to Eastern Europe. The Pentagon stressed this is to ensure the defense of its NATO allies and insisted they are not going to Ukraine to fight. NATO welcomed the decision, whereas Russia strongly criticized the new deployment. Bae Eun-ji tells us more.
The Biden administration announced Wednesday local time that nearly 3,000 U.S. troops will be deployed in the coming days to NATO countries near Ukraine.
As part of this commitment and to be prepared for a range of contingencies, the United States will soon move additional forces to Romania, Poland, and Germany.
The Pentagon spokesperson said this is to ensure the defense of NATO allies and insisted that the troops are not being sent to fight.
Because it's important that we send a strong signal to Mr. Putin and, frankly, to the world that NATO matters to the United States. It matters to our allies. And we have ironclad Article 5 commitments. An attack on one is an attack on all.
This comes as fears have been rising that Russia might invade Ukraine, as it has amassed thousands of troops along the border. The Pentagon spokesperson said the new deployments include around 2,000 troops from the U.S. to Poland and Germany, and another 1,000 troops currently based in Germany being repositioned to Romania. They will be joining the 4,000 American troops already in Poland and 900 currently in Romania. He also explained the additional deployment is separate from the 8,500 military personnel the Pentagon had placed on heightened alert last week to be deployed to Europe should NATO activate a response force. Whereas the head of NATO welcomed the U.S. decision, Moscow immediately criticized the latest move. Russia's deputy foreign minister called the additional deployment a destructive step that makes it harder to reach a compromise over Ukraine. The Ukrainian ambassador told the UN Security Council that Russian military forces used a drone to attack Ukrainian troops in the eastern Ukrainian region. According to U.S. newspaper The Washington Examiner, the senior diplomat said armed formations of the Russian Federation attacked again last Tuesday and dropped fragmentation grenades from a drone, which he said resulted in severe injuries of 2 Ukrainian service members. Bae Eun-ji, Arirang News.